All right, Sean, give it 2 minutes so I can explain to these people what the fuck's going on. All right, we'll go back. I can't believe I just had to yell that much about Owen Benjamin. Holy shit. Oh, anyway. What is this now? Oh, they're sending me intel that there was 20 people at the Who Are These Podcasts Villa Roma show. I'm trying to find out. Somebody just reported to me that there's only 20 people watching the Who Are These Podcasts live show at the Villa Roma. I just followed up and asked, how many of them are actual fans versus guests? Okay? And by the way, whatever number you give me, I'm going to assume is wrong because a lot of people are just going to think Joe Curry is a fan. Because frankly, Joe Curry stinks. All right, so let's get on to something that's more important. Chrissy Mayr's Content Motor Lodge and Bedbug Factory has been, well, we all have agreed, an unmitigated fucking disaster. It has not been successful. And we have been watching all of these people just completely fucking just floundering, trying to make this fucking thing a success in this dated old fucking ghetto motel. Once again, because he doesn't report to anyone, he has no gods, he has no masters. He operates much like the, much like these sleeper cell agents. Nobody knew he was going. Schizo Sean decided to head on up to the fucking Catskill Mountains of New York to try to go see the Content Hotel. He paid for tickets, paid for VIP, unfettered access to celebrities like Chrissy Mayr, Geno Bisconti, and Keanu Thompson. Shop it for $6. Said, here's $6. That's 2 Powerball tickets. It's kind of like gambling. Also, I'm getting a kitten. See, now you're thinking about kitties and Vice and your blood pressure is going down. Thank you. I appreciate that. And actually, Powerball tickets are only $2 a pop. So that's actually 3 Powerball tickets, but thank you. Schizo Sean decided to head on out to Content House, and this is what we got. Chrissy and Frank. This is from Riley. We're going to have Schizo Sean on in a second. Chrissy and Frank had hotel security bring Sean to them, had them search for hidden cameras at the request of Geno Bisconti and Keanu Thompson. Then he was told this morning that he's no longer allowed at the rest of the event. He paid VIP prices to attend and traveled to see. Schizo Sean thrown out of the fucking already floundering Content Hotel. So Sean, that's one guy right there. That could have been a 5% bump in Carl's audience tonight. If there's really 20 people there, it could have been 21. But nah. Here we are. Here we fucking are. Okay, here we go. I want to try it out. If a full refund is not given or real proof of a very good reason to ban him is not released very soon by the Content Hotel organizers, I will escalate in every way you can imagine. This is coming from Riley. And don't come, by the way, Chrissy, and all you other fucking Content Hotel people, don't come crying to me when Riley turns on you. When Riley decides you're the enemy and starts breaking you people, don't come running to me. Don't come running to me because I have some history with Riley that you think that I'm going to somehow in any way de-escalate the situation or arbitrate or mediate or any other shit you think I'm going to do. If you think I'm going to tell Riley anything, this is between y'all, all right? My name's Bennett and I ain't in it. My name's Paul and this is between y'all. Don't come whining to me. Don't go, well, who's this Riley guy? Oh, he knows Dick Masterson and Mersh. Maybe Mersh. Hey, Mersh, can you tell this Riley guy? I don't tell Riley shit. And I would highly suggest you give Sean his fucking refund if you kicked him out. He didn't even do anything. Let's see. Let's see if we got him here. What the fuck?
Call from
Schizo Sean.
Yes, let's go. Sir, are you there?
Yo, what's up, Mersh?
Here we go. Finally, I was hoping to get it straight from the horse's mouth. And unfortunately, we can't get Chrissy Mayr. So I got the next best thing. Schizo Sean. That was
you got a bunny instead, straight from the rabbit's mouth.
The audio. Look, man, the Dabbleverse always loves a good Chrissy Mayr horse joke. She called me a 4 once. Can you believe it? That horse tooth bitch. Can believe it.
Well, Mersh, she looks like shit now after that baby. Her body has just been destroyed. I mean, it's just gross.
Well, she was teetering on the edge already, and it was like she was already a couple of bad drinking weekends away from looking bad. She had a kid, bro. That was basically, that was the fucking that shit it looks like a controlled demolition. So let me explain to the audience. Obviously, we know who Sean is. Sean is the legend who traveled all the way to St. Cloud to attend the Steel Toe anniversary show.
True. Don't forget I went to the trial, too, with Mel.
Oh, that's right. You did. I did see you in that picture. Now, once again, he doesn't tell me shit. He doesn't tell anybody what he's doing, which is the way to go, by the way. I got to tell you, your habit of doing this is a very good habit. Your OPSEC is unbelievable because these internet fucking douchebags, they always think they're going to do some cool shit, and then they go on Discord and they brag to 2 assholes, and within an hour there's all these countermeasures. You don't tell anyone you just do it and then you'd like, oh, by the way, I went there. So you went all the way to fucking what is it, Jeffersonville, New York? What's it considered?
It's Callicoon is the town.
Cool. That sounds very, very metropolitan. So you got there late because you only got there today or yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday at about I want to say 8 or 9, something like that.
Okay, so you got there kind of last night, and when did you decide you were going there? Is this something you've been thinking for a while, or is this just something that you were like, hey, I can go there?
Yeah, no, I had bought the VIP tickets months ago, and I was genuinely excited because Carl Hamburger and all my other friends are there, and Lucy Tightbox, Carl was going to put in a good word with her, and now that's gone to shit, so I have a real big grudge against fucking Chrissy now for that.
See, that's kind of bullshit. So you're not getting, so you got cock blocked with the Tightbox. And also, she kind of cock-blocked Carl because, let's be honest, I'm getting spy reports. I'm getting reports that there's basically 20 people there. And I saw what was going on and how they're streaming on this content hotel. So I'm of the assumption here that it's probably the 20 that these people are counting. It's like Joe Curry and Garrett and all these types of people. And is that did you see any fans there?
Well, the room was full of I'd say it was around 50 people where Dave Landau was doing a set. But I don't know how many of those people were, just people who happened to wander in and give Frank $10 to see the show and who were there to see specifically for that,
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of, dude, again, if anybody looks this up on a fucking map, it's not like people are wandering in. So
when you in your video where you reviewed it, it's absolutely in the middle of fucking nowhere. The internet's shit. It's tucked away super far in the backwoods of New York.
So you get there, did they notice you right away, or did it take them a little bit? What was the how long did it take them to realize who you were and that you were there? Was it Geno and Keanu that said it?
So I scoped out the hotel for 10, 20 minutes when I first got there, and I heard Dave Landau's set going on, and I looped around the hotel, and then I came back, and I walked in, and I talked to Frank because he asked me where my ticket was, And I bought a ticket off of him, and I introduced myself as, I'm the guy who recorded Aaron Imholt. I'm Schizo Sean. Nice to meet you. And I did that because I knew I would be found out eventually. Like, Geno's there, WATP's there, everyone knows me there.
So you're like,
and
just
also,
fucking be honest about it so that you don't get fucking outed. It's kind of smart.
Yeah, well, and also because WATP was not only there, but fucking performing, the whole crew, I assumed Chrissy would be cool with it. Because why would you give a fuck? Like, you're having the guy who I sent it to, more or less, up on stage. Like, what the fuck?
So you get there, just I don't even know. So you arrive at the fabulous 5-star Villa Roma in the Catskill Mountains, and you park. You get in. What you had a room already, or did you have to, like, how did it work? Because you said you got VIP. How much did VIP cost?
I want to say, like, it was around 100. I don't remember. I could bring it up, but yeah,
100 to hang out with these bums. Wow.
Yeah. Who are these people, right? You know?
Yeah. WATP. Yeah. So it's like I'd feel like a dickhead if I charged $100 to hang out with me. Like, that is the weirdest. I don't know, man. But so, okay, you get there. Does that have do you get to just come in and go, I have a room here, or did you have to get your own room? How does that shit work?
Yeah, so I did have my own room, but because the show was going on, I was like, whatever, I'll do that, and then I'll get to my room eventually. And so after I told Frank who I was, I went to sit down, and Frank said, like, don't be an asshole and film. I put a lot of hard work into this. And I was like, yeah, no worries. I'm here to have a good time. And so I sit down with my drink, and he comes over with fucking Geno and Keanu, and, you know, they're all telling me not to record, and then Keanu and Geno start laying into me, and Frank leaves as we all get into it together, me, Geno, and Keanu.
Oh, fuck. And there's no footage of it, and there's none of that, huh? God damn.
No, but they thought I was recording, obviously, and they kept saying while they were fighting with me, they were like, I can't wait till the show's up on Melton tomorrow. Like, I can't wait to hear Carl and WATP talk about this when the recording shows up. And I was like, dude, I'm not recording. Like, please.
But what's his beef with Carl? If you got beef with Carl, he's there, Geno.
Yeah, well, dude, Carl said on Who Are These Socials from the hotel, he was talking about how he was going to have to basically avoid Geno.
Why?
Because Geno fucking hates him and the whole crew because they're friendly with Melton and they hate Aaron Imholt.
Dude, Geno's 0-1 against Pat Dixon. Like, what are you talking about? Avoid him. I'd be looking for him.
Yeah, well, what I wanted to do, Mersh, because Geno had the show there, I was going to sit in the very front row and hope he started yelling at me, and I think there's a 75 to 100% chance it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah. I would have taken that fucking action. I would have taken that.
Yeah, great odds.
So you sat there, and then they were going off on you, and then what? They just leave you alone for a minute, or like, how does it?
Okay, so they're going off on me, and then Geno leaves, and Keanu stays there and keeps saying, "You're a douche, you're a douche, you're a douche." So I just start calling her a bitch. I'm like, "You're a fucking bitch. Like, you're stupid."
So we're off to a good start.
What's up?
So we're off to a good start. I like it. I feel all right.
We're off to a fantastic start. And so I take my glasses off to show her, like, look, they're not fucking, they're not spy glasses. And she goes, "Oh, you're ugly." And then unprompted, she goes, "And I don't even care if you bring up my nipple and butthole pictures." And I was like, whoa, like, I wasn't, but holy shit.
So let me get this straight, right? Chrissy Mayr, and I've been saying this for days, promised us content. We were promised content. And so there's no content. It's been a complete non-tent. Like, the only good house content so far has been my coverage of Content House that everybody's clipping. So I'm the only one doing it, and everyone's like, yeah, your shit's been totally... Even Aaron Imholt had to be like, yeah, it's pretty fucking spot on.
Nice.
So we're getting no content from her. Schizo Sean comes up, pays money to bring them content. He gives them content, and they refuse to film the fucking content.
I know you would think they would want to blast all the content I made out everywhere from the Content Hotel.
This fucking retard Frank does not know what he's doing. Nobody wants to pay money to watch Anthony Cumia play poker with fucking Joe Curry. Nobody gives a fuck. Sean he literally came like Santa Claus. He gave you $100. He paid you and showed up like Santa Claus with a big sack of fucking content over his back. Tries to get down the chimney and you fucking try to set him on fire.
Well, you know, I mean, Chrissy Mayr stole all the presents I came with, right? She
yeah. And I liked her gift bags, and I was like, you had a chance to do the funniest thing. You could have, like, given away stolen sweaters. That would have been good.
And I didn't even get my fucking swag bag. I didn't even get that, so I'm owed a fucking swag bag, too.
You're owed a full refund, in my opinion. He is absolutely 100% owed a full refund. You've seen the tweet. You were tagged in it, but I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but just for the audience here, this is from Riley. Okay, and look,
my mentor.
Yeah, his mentor Riley. If a full refund is not given, or real proof or very good reason to ban him is not released very soon by the Content Hotel organizers, I will escalate in every way you can imagine. You don't want to hear that from Riley.
Yeah, if you're hearing that from Riley, you're about to have a very bad time.
Yeah, and I've already said publicly, because it's happened before, don't come running to me because Riley's doing something to you and think that I'm going to mediate or be able to get, these guys don't listen to me, because now I have the same problem because of because now I'm like sort of publicly associated with you and Riley. I'm getting like the Dick Masterson blowback, where people like fucking reach out to me and go, can you let them stop? And I'm like, I don't get them to do shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like,
really?
I would never even
bitches are reaching out.
I would never even presume to tell another motherfucker like to chill out or something. Like, no. Like, is that guy gonna be there? Could you let me know? Like, no, I wouldn't tell you if I knew anything. That's that.
Oh. That
guy's bringing content. If Chrissy Mayr would bring us some fucking content, we wouldn't have to rely on Sean. So
yeah, exactly.
So according to Riley, all right, walk me through. We had Keanu, obviously not a fan of yours, because you weren't kicked out till like the next day. So how does the rest of the evening go?
Okay, so I get dragged. So Keanu's laying into me, and then she leaves eventually, and then Geno comes back and starts bitching at me again because he was
nice.
He was mad I called her Keanu a bitch. And he brings up Nikki Rackett's wife again. He starts going, and another thing, Taylor Ricade is such a fucking bitch, and she's so stupid, and you know why? And I was like, why? And he was like, because she left her kids alone, and she's an abusive mom, and all this sort of thing. And then he pokes me, and I feel it. Like he makes contact with my chest through my shirt. And I go, don't touch me. And he goes, he said something like, you think you're going to take a swing at me, motherfucker? And then he walked away. And I was like, you touched me. I said that to him as he walked away. I was like, you're the guy who fucking touched me. So then security came over. Two security guards came over and dragged me. They escorted me to across the hall. There was the Mafia boss, Chrissy Mayr. She was sitting there with Frank and some of her other lackeys.
Ew.
And she was in this completely abandoned, cafe in the resort. It was like a restaurant. And she's sitting in a corner. And it really was like a fucking mob movie. And they bring me over to her. And the security guy asks for my glasses. And I give it to him. And he's shining a flashlight at him. And I tell Chrissy, I'm like, yeah, I'm SchizoSean. Nice to meet you. I'm the guy who recorded Steel Toe. And she looks at me and gives me a sad puppy dog, She goes, why would you do that? And I was about to say, the guy on stage is why I did that. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I didn't get to say that, but I almost did. And then while I'm about to respond to her, 2 more security guards show up. So we have me surrounded by Chrissy, Frank, and 2 of her bimbos and 4 security guards all alone in this cafe. And I'm like, wow, this is very strange.
All this for an event that 20 people showed up to.
Yeah, I know. For like a nothing. Like, yeah. If I was recording it, so what? You want that blasted out, Chrissy. That's how the internet works. It's content.
Yeah, literally nobody but me is talking about Content House. And now Bunny Gang. And at least when I was doing it, you were getting a little bit of attention. Now you're getting the bad kind of attention.
Yeah, well, Mersh, it's going to be way more famous than they anticipated because of what I did. Like, now for sure it's going to go everywhere.
Oh, yeah. No, now, well, because now the content. They finally got some content. We've been waiting days for it. Well, because I've been tuning into it on and off at night, and I tune in, and it's just literally them sitting in a really old, dated banquet room with fucking Lauren De Laguna and some porn stars and some midget girl. The spina bifida girl hangs out with Alex Stein, and like that's it. And then they're all just sitting around drinking White Claws with their feet up on the chair, just talking. It's horrible.
Yeah, well, it's like you said, like, when people are friends, it doesn't make good content. You want people who are fucking at each other's throats. You want internet blood sports in real life. Come on, man.
Not only are they all friends, but they're also all nobodies. I said this last night on my show. I tuned in and I felt like I was experiencing like when you go to buy cocaine from a guy you kind of only bought coke from a few times, and he goes in his bedroom to like weigh out the bag and like leaves you in a room with like his dog, his girlfriend, and like 3 friends, and they're all morons. And you have to sit there for like 10 minutes talking to these fucking loser strangers while you wait for your drugs. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very apt description.
Oh, my God. So you were there at least overnight, right? Because you said because Riley said it was the morning you got kicked out.
Okay. So after the show, because once they searched me, they made me turn my pockets out, etc.
Which is insane. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Mob Mayr, the mob boss, she graciously let me go back to see the rest of Dave Landau's set, which is very good.
How nice.
Yeah, and then so after the show was over, I told Carl Hamburger what happened. I told his brother what happened, and lots of other people. And then so everyone sort of just hung out at the hotel, and I went upstairs and got a drink, and I was hanging out next to Anthony and Carl as they were playing poker and just having a good time. And, I did a little too much cruising with the captain because I blacked out. And apparently, Mersh, I blacked out and started, like, yelling and getting in a fight with another hotel patron. I think it may have been Geno, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, no, you botched it. You got a little too drunky monkey?
I did get indeed a little too drunky.
Oh. So now we don't even know what we're demanding a refund for.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's true. Is it not? Are they not streaming like WATP anywhere? They must be streaming that at least, right?
I heard. I mean, I don't know. I heard they had 20 people there. I don't know. Let me check his channel. I'll talk to you right now and see if they're doing it live or if they're taping it. Because usually he'll like tape stuff.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I'm seeing nothing on the Who Are These Podcast channel, and somebody said they're doing the show already. Like somebody sent me a little spy report saying there was 20 people for WATP live for the WATP show. Oh wait. Maybe they're doing it on the Chrissy Mayr thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I didn't even think of that.
St. Ranger.
Nope.
$2 from St. Ranger.
No. Yeah, why would they? That doesn't make any sense.
Army night?
It's literally Garrett, Steve, Keanu maybe, and then like just some bitch I don't know. It's been the same bums hanging out this whole time. This is a nightmare. I wouldn't pay to forget about paying to go to this. I wouldn't have gone to this if I was getting paid. This looks like a nightmare.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. So Mersh, I was hanging out with Anthony. Everyone starts to leave. It's about 2 a.m. and that's last call. And so I say to the bartender, I say, hey, can I get one more double vodka Red Bull? This was a mistake. And so, dude, it was literally like a movie. I look down at the drink, I start sipping it, and then literally I wake up in my bed the next morning. I woke up in a hotel room that I didn't know how I got there. I knew it wasn't mine.
No.
I look over and I see my phone and my wallet, but now my car keys, and I go, oh, fuck, I lost my car keys somewhere. And so I start looking through the room and just getting ready and getting my bearings and, sort of trying to figure out what my next move is. I got to call a locksmith if I can't find those fucking keys. And then, lo and behold, security and a hotel manager show up at my door and knock on it. And I think they got called by housekeeping because I snuck into a hotel room.
Rules.
Yeah. And so they knock on the door and I open and I go, hey, I'll leave. I was just drunk and stumbled in here. And they go, no, you have to leave the hotel and you like can't come back.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, what? Oh, and the security guard handed me my ID and my keys, and I was like, thank you very much.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, they're like, you can't come back. And I was like, well, can I like go to the shows I paid for? And they were like, no, you can't do that either. And I was like, okay, do you know why? And they were like, no. And so I left. I got escorted off the property with the security guard and the hotel manager.
Man.
And then, Mersh, I called the front desk to try and book a second reservation and to figure out what happened to my original reservation. And so I call them and I go, hey, my wife.
My wife.
Able to make, yeah, I booked a room for me and my wife, and she can't make it anymore, so I need to adjust it to just one adult. And the lady looks and she goes, oh, yeah, it got canceled. And I said, oh, my wife must have canceled it without telling me. And then so she rebooks me another reservation. And then she calls her manager to figure out why it got canceled. And the manager tells her what happened. And then she calls me back and goes, yeah, you're not allowed back.
So
then
none of this content, by the way. Chrissy didn't give you people any of this content.
Yeah, everyone paying. I'm giving it to you guys for free, too. You didn't have to pay to hear me say this. And so the manager, I get transferred to the manager because I want to figure out more. And I call the manager, and I'm like, yeah, like, do you know what happened? Like, why I'm not allowed back? And she just told me that apparently I was getting, like, so belligerent with another customer that security had to, like, pull us apart before we started physically fighting. Which is totally not like me.
Okay, dude. Man... you had a bad. I think this might have been a bad trip.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying it didn't quite turn out to be like, very controlled.
Oh yeah, it was chaotic as fuck for sure.
God, that's fucking.
But yeah, I mean, the police weren't called. I didn't end up fighting anyone. I didn't break anything. So, I mean, all things considered, I don't think it went too badly, but it was definitely a fuck up to get that drunk. I'll say that.
Yeah, but it's a fuck up for them to not at any point be like, yo, this is content. This is what they need. If you want people to tune in for this shit, you got to introduce Drunk Sean or get, I don't know, Chad Zumach there, or somebody that people don't like.
Yeah, well, Mersh, imagine if there's like a video of me fucking getting into this streaming fight, or if Geno had because apparently they were doing games on stream. If Geno, instead of drunkenly yelling at me, tried to fucking, beat me at a game to settle it, make content out of it.
No, he just wants TikTok. I do like that he was yelling at you about Nick Rekieta's wife, as if you give any fucks about any of that. Like, that's the funniest thing, is in their minds, they think that there's these factions. And people are all representing factions. And I always laugh when people think they have certain people understood. And it's like, okay, Geno, you got Schizo Sean all figured out. I haven't even totally figured him out yet. But, you got it all figured out, you drunk Guido fuck. I bet he cares about Kayla Rekieta. No, I'm willing to put $20 on it that he doesn't give a fuck about Kayla Rekieta. And then if Nick and Kayla start acting like retards, he'd probably be over there fucking with them at some event. So don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If Rackets needed a check, I'd do it. Anyone. The Bunny Battalion is an equal opportunity offender.
So what are you, just like you're on your way back now? You're done?
Yeah, well, I tried to rebook, and then I couldn't, and I was going to go back, and because the worst thing they could do is trespass me, but I don't think it would really be worth it, so yeah, I'm heading back home.
Fuck, that's amazing. And they're not going to talk about any of this on their fucking show. They haven't even mentioned you, and it just goes to show you they don't know content. It's all right, it's 11:06. I got some videos I got to play. I just needed to get the on the ground report. SchizoSeanTV. Where else can people find you? I wanted to watch you and Riley's stream from earlier today, but it fucking got copyright hit by some Turner shit.
Yeah, Riley will get it back up, but yeah, that was probably, yeah, I don't know. That sucks.
It happens. But yeah, where else can everybody find you?
Yeah, every Friday after The Biggest Problem, which is going on right now. We actually have an after problem coming up with my co-host Crimsol. And every Friday at youtube.com/@SchizoSeanTV. And then we fixed our Patreon link. It's now patreon.com/afterproblem. So those are the two main ones. I'm on Twitter, of course. SchizoSeanTV everywhere.
Fucking A, dude. All right, well, thanks for calling in with no notice, man. I wanted to get an update since I am the only source for updates on Chrissy Mayr's Content Hotel, because I'm a journalist. But thanks for calling in, Schizo Sean, everybody.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Mersh.
Take it easy, bud. There we go. We got it. We got the hot goss straight from the Content Hotel. He got blackout drunk and fought everybody. That is not exactly the way I would have handled it or recommended he handle it. But, you know, again, he is his own man.